Hey everyone, this is Kenny with Flytime RC, and I wanted to do a quick video of my Bronco 4. So I showed you guys a while ago a build video of my Bronco 2, and then I had my Bronco 3, and then I built this one. And so I'm basically transferring electronics from one build to the next, and kind of trying to find the best plane, the one that flies the best. So I wanted to do a quick video to kind of tell you a little bit about this one before I go out and fly it. I'm still learning, and I've got like a 50% chance of crashing this thing while trying to land. So I don't want to mess it up and then try to show it to you guys. So I just want to go over it really quick and kind of tell you how I built it and what I have into it and my thoughts on it. And I'm certain it's going to fly really good, but I just want to go over my ideas on this one. This one I'm pretty excited about because it should be a pretty fast plane and it should fly really good. It should hopefully be the best one I've made. Although my Bronco 1 actually did fly pretty amazing. It was pretty slow, but it also flew really, really nice. And I think I'm going to go back to that build with a different motor, maybe a slower, bigger prop. And I'll run that one again because I really enjoyed it. But this one I'm super excited about because hopefully it's going to be pretty fast. I do need to get some new props for it for this build because I actually chipped the end of my prop before. So this prop's a little chipped. I actually have a 6 by 4.5 that I'm going to put on here. But I basically just threw this on here to help with balancing and finding my CG. So I'm just going to go over this with you. The wing is 8.5 inches by 30. Then the airfoil that I did on this one is a little different. So it's actually round. And then you can see from the sides, it actually goes pretty thin. So I actually built this one quite a bit different than my others. My others, I basically built the airfoil and then attached the ailerons to that airfoil. And this is actually part of it. So it's more standard wing, I guess, that you would see on most planes. And then I have, so I had 9-gram servos on here for the ailerons and the elevator, but I decided to go with 5-gram on this because, again, I'm trying to keep it as light as possible. And I have tried the 5-gram on the elevator before, and it was plenty of power to steer this thing, so I decided I would try them on the ailerons. Now, I don't have as much throw as the 9 grams, but I think it's going to be fine. It's still going to be more than responsive enough for what I need. So I think they're going to do good. I was trying to do everything I could really to save weight on this thing. I also changed the rear stabilizer quite a bit. It's a little skinnier than the other ones. I think this now is like 8.25 inches wide and have a slightly larger elevator surface. Or at least it's like 1.25 inches. The other ones are all between 3/4 of an inch and 1 inch. Ailerons are 7-inch by 1 inch. So they're also a little smaller, but I think they're going to give me plenty for control. Something else new I did on Bronco 3 is add these wires. So these are basically servo wires that go through. And what I did is I cut them down and I bent the ends and stuck them into the airfoil and then glued them in. And then these ends I left stuck. If you see, you can see the bend there. I just left that there and I pushed them through. And then what I did is I put the glue gun in the hole and I pushed the glue all the way through to where it came out the other side. So it's like stiff. And what that did is that stiffened up the whole tail like it's rock solid now. It doesn't bend at all. And when I crashed Bronco 3, it actually helped a lot because on Bronco 2, I actually ripped the tail off and it broke off right here. And I think if I would have put these on here, that wouldn't have happened. So it's just something that I thought of on Bronco 3 and it seemed to work. And on here, I think it's going to help a lot. I did notice on Bronco 2, and this is the whole reason behind it, is when the elevator servo was moving, it would actually tweak the foam. It would move it just a slight bit. Like maybe a 16th, sometimes an 1/8. It would move it just a little bit. And I was thinking that's really not ideal. So I kind of made up this cross brace, and then I glued it in the middle so that these rods can't move up and down. And it's making a huge difference. I hope it helps a lot, especially with some higher speed flying. I have no idea how fast it's going to go, but I have a feeling because it's the lightest by about 3 ounces, it's going to go pretty fast. And then a quick electronic setup. So I have magnet here and a magnet here for the lid, so it shuts really nicely and it stays closed pretty good. So I have my 6-channel receiver, and then also the ESC here. It's all wired up front, and then I have a stopper here for the battery. This is set up for 3-cell 2200, so that's the only thing I'm going to run in here. But I have it set up with this cross base here to help stop the battery, but also keep it from coming up. And then a little bit of bracing on the inside here to stiffen it up. And then I did a tape job on this one's a little bit different. This is all dollar store foam, dollar store packing tape, and the shiny tape as well as dollar store. And then I got some wheels from Flight Test, just a tiny little wheels, and I set up some 3-point landing gear because I much rather take off than hand launch this. I kind of hate hand launching just because I'm still learning and I'm not that good at controlling the throttle and the steering surfaces from hand launching. It's just too much of a pain. So this way I can kind of get a hold of the aircraft and control it a lot better than hand launching. So having the tiny little gear on the front and the back just helps so much. And they're super light too. They weigh next to nothing, and they're small, so they don't create a bunch of drag. So I think that this plane is going to do awesome. Hopefully I'll be able to take this out in a few hours and be able to post to you guys a video of it flying, and hopefully flying really good and also not crashing. We'll see. But that's it for this one, guys. Thanks for watching.